What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video in my solo survival world. In the last one, we embarked on a huge journey to find the Pale Garden biome, and we did just that. We found these awesome flowers which open and close due to like day and night cycle. I don't know, it's pretty cool. And we also got some other amazing things. However, after traveling 30,000 blocks for these things, I may or may not have gotten rid of my my creeker's heart, whatever it's called, and so yeah, it's gone, and I don't really want to go back there right now, so we're gonna stay home, and I think I'm actually going to do a bit of terraforming here. So I want to flatten out this land more, so that way we can do some pathways, and then right over here where this waterfall is, I think it'd be cool to do some sort of pond and then maybe do a river going throughout. I'm not exactly sure. We're just going to go with whatever I decide to do. Maybe add some custom trees, and yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. First things first, this iron shovel has probably seen better days, so we're going to upgrade it. I'm actually going to move to a diamond shovel, and let's go see what enchantments we could get on it. Alright, I'm breaking 3. There is a possibility that we get some efficiency in there too. I think I'm going to go with that, but we need to trade with some villagers first to get to level 30. Alright, level 30 is acquired, and I am going up my tower. We're going to take some lapis lazuli, and let's hope that there's some efficiency on this. Okay, efficiency 3, that's not bad. Fortune 2 is interesting. I don't know if I love that on a shovel, but efficiency 3, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see how much dirt I have. Oh, we barely have any dirt. So we may not have a ton of dirt now, but I actually think that I want to get rid of this hill right here, because I feel like it does kind of get rid of, you know, a lot of cool views from this place. It's going to be a lot of mining and a lot of breaking. But I think, even if we just tear down this top part up here, I think that that'll, one, help the view in this area a lot better. And also it'll give us a lot of dirt. I'm going to start by getting rid of all these trees, and then I'll start mining. Okay, quick progress update. So I finished getting rid of all of the trees on top of this hill. I'm going to do the ones to the left in a little bit, but now I'm going to try to flatten out a bit more of that hill to see what we can get done. Alright, so I made some good progress. I chopped down a good portion of this hill up here, and I went ahead and got rid of some of these trees over here to start getting an idea of how I can terraform it. And then I had a little bit of extra downtime in between streams, and I went ahead and filled in the pond area with some dirt. Like, I did a little outline so I remember where to chop down, because if I do this... Okay, well, that was a bad example. Because if I do this right here, you can see that, you know, there's going to be a pond under here. So we're going to have to get rid of all that. But first things first, we're going to have to put a butt ton of water on top of this. So let's go make some buckets, and let's put some water on top. Alright, so I'm going to start by making a water source block thing right here. And then all I'm going to do is just come around to all these different places and just start placing some water. Okay, so I finished putting in the water all the way around. There's these weird little ripples right here. And I'm hoping that maybe those go away once I get rid of all this dirt. I'm not really sure if that's going to work or not. I may have to put in some more dirt to get it to work, so like that, and then go back through and break it. So we might have to do that. It's going to be kind of annoying, but I think that's the only way that it'll work. Alright, now I've got all the water smoothed out, so now I just have to go in these areas in between the cracks and just get rid of all the dirt. Alright, and now it's time we make a bit of a dramatic switch. I want to go over to this section, and let's do a super fast time lapse and flatten out this area. Alright, so I've been doing a lot of terraforming, and I'm not sure how much of it I've showed, so let me give you guys a little progress report. So I definitely showed a time lapse of doing this. Basically, I flattened this out a little bit. I might put some more buildings over here, or another idea I had was, kind of chopping down some more land and making this even more flat, possibly putting like a whole village right here. I don't know. But right here, you couldn't really tell in the time lapse. I just kind of connected it back to the land a little bit. And I think it works for now, at least. Eventually, I might go throughout this entire area right here and flatten it. But I think for now, that little slope will work. Over here, we've got the pond. I've gotten all the water in it. And I've gotten all the ripples out. So basically, all that's left to do with this is go in and terraform it. I've got to just texture it, put some rocks in probably. I'm not exactly 100% sure what I'm going to do with the bottom. I thought maybe sand, but I haven't found a desert yet, so I don't really have a great supply of sand. And then up here on top of this hill, I've taken out a big chunk, like it was probably up to here, and I've torn it all down. I've left it right here because I might put some grass back on top of this. But as I was terraforming this little bit over here and flattening it a little more, I do kind of feel like I want to tear down a good chunk of this whole mountain. Like maybe honestly up until like this point over here. But I don't know. That's a lot of work. So I probably won't do that in this episode, but definitely soon. Oh, lily pads. I need lily pads for my what's this called? My pond. Alright, mister, I need your lily pads. I'm going to take a decent chunk. And then I'm actually going to take some sand, too. Let's take a stack of sand and then do the rest of the lily pads. Maybe one coral block. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. I'm just going to dot around some lily pads. Let's see if this works. I'm going to put... Why is there a parrot swimming in the water? I'm going to put bone meal on top of the coral block that I just got. And I have a feeling you can get sea pickles that way. We'll see. Oh no, but you get other coral. Can I get sea pickles like this? Or do I have to go find my own sea pickles? Okay, that definitely makes it look a lot better. Which means I'm going to want more bone meal, I think. Okay, I want a composter out here, I think. So I can get more bones from excess seeds. I have way too many villagers. I gotta do something about these guys. How do you make a composter? I feel like it's just all slabs. Could be wrong. But he ain't ever wrong. Okay, where should I put this? Should I set it right here? Sure, why not? Alright, this is gonna be my first complete harvest of this entire wheat field. It's finally all grown. So, let's do it. And now's the point in the video where I tell you guys to subscribe. I have a challenge to reach 500 subscribers by the summer of 2025. And so, if you would do me a favor, go check that subscribe button. If you see it's red, how about you give it a click? It's completely free. And yeah, I would really appreciate it. Alright, I got the whole thing. This is my inventory. Got a lot of stuff. Now it's time to plant it all back. Alright, I've got it all planted back. Still got a ton of seeds, and we got a good amount of wheat. I then got to level 30, so that way I could put an enchantment on one of my pieces of armor. I decided to go for my helmet because it gave me protection 4, and also when I put it on, I also achieved respiration. I finished off my helmet by slapping it in an anvil and putting on mending. I then started collecting some leaves because it is time to build a tree. Alright, so first things first, I need to pick out a location for this tree. And I'm thinking somewhere like, maybe right here actually. That might actually look good. Because it's a little bit away from the house, but still close enough to where it looks like it's fitting in. Yeah, I think that'll work perfect. Alright, so I watched a video from a guy named Mr. Matt Ranger, so I'll leave a link in the description of my video to his video. And basically, he shows you exactly how to build an oak tree. Now, this is not a step-by-step tutorial. This is all my brain power going into this. But he tells you basically how to texture it, how to make, you know, good looking branches and all that. So I'm going to somewhat follow what he said to do. And first I'm just going to start by building up a trunk. Right here, what I'm going to do is start branching out and making it different branches. Alright, now what I'm going to do is come down here and I'm going to make like some little roots coming out. Now I need to make sure I don't make these too big because otherwise it'll look funky. But yeah, that looks good. I then scaffolded my way up to the tree trunk and began on my first branch. Now I took the ideas that Mr. Matt Ranger said to do, and that was build the branch in one cardinal direction and then go through and give it a bit of depth. You'll notice that I did this for pretty much every branch that I ended up making, and I think that it ended up making it work really well, especially for this being my first tree. As I was building this tree, I noticed some very important things. One of those was continuously going around the tree and looking at it from every angle. I feel like that really helped me get the branch shapes down, and along with the branch shapes, kind of drooping them downwards at the end, I think made it kind of look like they may have been heavier on the end, and I think it made them look a lot better. And then also just not being afraid to break blocks. I probably broke way more blocks here than I ended up placing, but I think that made it a good treat. I then moved on to leaves, and one very important detail that I learned when learning about how to build custom trees was that when you do the leaves, you have to leave air gaps. So I followed BOO's rule of 60% air, 40% leaves. Now, I probably didn't do that exact ratio. It was probably closer to 50-50, if not maybe 60% leaves, 40% air. But overall, I think it ended up working out. All right, let's take a step back and look at it. I feel like that looks good. I feel like it looks like a tree. Alright, so now we've got all the leaves put on the branches, and I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. Now the next step will be to go in and texture the leaves. So I'm going to put on the bottoms some birch leaves, and then on the top I'm going to do some of these azalea leaves as kind of like a highlight and then a shadow. And then I also might try to incorporate some of these little pieces of grass in there as well. I went ahead and did the texturing off camera, and now it's time for the big reveal. Who's excited? Let's go see the tree. What the heck? Well, hi, cat. Oh, I think the cat spawned in here because of the villagers up here. Let's tame the cat. Let's tame the cat real fast. Okay. I was about to go show you guys the new tree, but I think this is more exciting. Hey, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Oh, we got a cat. We literally got a... Oh, okay. The cat doesn't want to look at me. Hello? We got a cat. Look at that. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Guys, we got a cat. Oh, now I got to name the cat too. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got a lot I got to name. Okay, before we do that, let's go take a look at the tree because I finished it. Boom. Look at that right there. So as you can tell, I added some birch leaves down here at the bottom for like a little bit of a shadow. And then up here, the azalea leaves for the brighter parts. And honestly, I feel like it looks like a tree. I mean, for this being my first ever actual custom tree in Minecraft, not one that I lived in Imaginate, but one that is for pure looks, I think it looks really good. I also added some lanterns down here at the bottom just for some light at nighttime to light it up, and I think that'll also look really good. Alright, but as you guys may be aware, we have got a lot of villagers, and we've also got a dog out there somewhere. Can we see him? Hello? Yeah, you gotta see him through the window right there. You gotta see him. Let's see. I can't get up there. And we need names for all these things. And luckily, Bobo over here sells us some name tags for 20 emeralds, which is pretty pricey, but I'm going to go ahead and get 4 of them. And that is enough to be able to name these 3 villagers and then also the dog. But we just got a cat, so we also are going to need to name the cat. So let's get another one. And 5 name tags acquired. Give me the XP, please. Thank you. Alright, I am here in my crafting room, and... Well, hi, Cal. That's kind of awkward. Anyways, I'm here in my crafting room, and I asked my Snapchat AI to name my villagers for me. So, the first villager's name, the firstborn, his name is going to be Oliver. And then the second one is going to be named Willow. And then last but not least, the third one, he's going to be named Jasper. And then for my dog that sits out there in the wheat field, I asked my Snapchat AI for a good name for a dog that sits by a wheat field, and it came up with the name Barley because, you know, like barley corn is kind of has correlation with wheat. So I thought that was pretty cool. So the Fletcher was the firstborn villager. His name is going to be Oliver. I think you're a Fletcher, right? You are the Fletcher. All right, Oliver. All right, and then the secondborn right here, his name is going to be Willow. And then finally the thirdborn, our butcher, is Jasper. And then right out here, we have Mr. Barley. Here's your name tag, sir. Hopefully I'll be able to get them all houses, like dog houses and stuff here soon. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then we got this cat. And for the cat's name, I had someone in my Twitch chat come up with the name Emmy because she has emerald color eyes, and I like that a lot. So let's go over to the anvil. Let's put in Emmy, and then let's hop over to this cat. Your name is now Emmy. So yay, we finally have everyone named in this world. That is a relief off my shoulders. And with that, I'm going to end this video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. And I will see you guys in the next one.